Most modern computer programming languages include some kind of REPL, a read, eval, print loop that lets you type in code and then see the result. Ruby's REPL is a program called IRB, which stands for Interactive Ruby. We can start it at the command line like this. Now you can see here that there's actually quite a bit of stuff here in the prompt. This number here just represents the number of lines that we've put in. Now it says 2, now it says 3. And it also does something weird called auto indent that I definitely don't like. So let me show you how to configure your prompt the same as my standard prompt, which involves editing a special file in the home directory called .irbrc. If you look in the tutorial, you'll see that there are just 2 lines that we're going to put into this file. And for such short editing tasks, I really like the speed of Vim, even though I use things like Atom or Sublime Text for most of my day-to-day editing. I'm in the home directory now, but just for completeness, I'll do // so this works from anywhere. .irbrc, and then I'm going to type I to insert, and I've already put the 2 relevant lines in my buffer, so I can just Command V to paste in. So this changes the prompt mode to simple and auto indent mode to false. It's not important to understand these. This is the sort of thing that is a good idea just to copy and paste from a tutorial like this one. Escape :WQ gets us back to our prompt. And now IRB gives us that. At this point, we're ready to run hello world. It's very simple. There's a Ruby command for printing, in this context also known as putting a string. The command is putS for put string. Some people do say puts, alas, but I do not. I'm going to putS hello world. You can see here that IRB printed out hello world and then returned a value, which is nil. We'll be talking more about this later in the tutorial. Nil is just a special Ruby value that means nothing. It's also worth noting a couple of details here. One is that we don't have any parentheses before the string or after it. In many languages, those sorts of parentheses are required. In Ruby, they're optional. We also see that there's nothing at the end of a line. In some languages, like JavaScript, lines typically end with a semicolon. But in Ruby, just having a new line at the end is enough. We'll look into these details a little more in the next chapter. Let's take a quick look at the Cloud IDE. As you might guess, it's exactly the same. You can see this is a different prompt. It's got this 2.4.1, which is the version number. I don't even know what happened there. Here I actually do have to do // because I'm not in the home directory. There we go. Hello world. We're good to go.